And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jawa event. Here we are. We got myself, Dan Tag Leon, also known as D-Tar Tag One, joining me today from the tundra that is Minnesota. We have Garrett the Beard Larson.
We actually have some snow on the ground right now, which is a little different than most of this season. So it's been nice.
So here we go. We have top eight Jawa Cup event. This is Jared Konsker, who's on Dark Side, versus Jason Reindeau, who is on Apollyon, who is on Light Side. So we have two. This is I like this. This is two decks that I did not think that we would see. We have Watto versus Clones. Like Clones has become a little bit more popular, but Watto?
Watto's actually can be really good in match play because you can just get that super early start. And if you get them to, like, this is something we talked about with the team yesterday. Like with Watto, if you get that fast start and you force them to burn a card or something they really want early, you can just kind of roll the game. Like anything like that has that
Mm-hmm.
potential. And JJD's played a lot of Watto.
He has. That's a good point.
Like he knows how to play Watto, but the early damage can just be, it's Huntdown's kind of the same way. Like you can just occasionally get that, hey, they made a mistake and top decked off Visage, and there's the game.
Yeah, and you real that's one of the things. Like I'm not a fan. That's one of the reasons why I am really not a fan of like Watto and Hunt Down myself. Whereas if you top deck a card that's like kind of vital to your strategy, like it's always bad to see it happen. Like on turn, essentially turn, like the Dark Side player's turn one, and being
Yeah.
forced into that position with Watto, it just really sucks.
Yeah, it does. But like we see Ketwall in chat points out a great point. The clones who draw if unable to otherwise
Mm-hmm.
are going to make this real hard
That's a really good
because
point.
you get around the Watto text. Like that's I wonder if Jason thought this was what he was going to face
Mm-hmm.
and then said, I can put in, basically half my deck worth of characters is if not able to otherwise.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal. That hurts Watto a ton. Because normally
Yeah.
you're really only dealing with a few characters like that, or you have to worry about like guns or sabers and sorry. So this could be this could be rough. It's going to take everything Jared's got to pull this out because clones are starting to creep into the meta,
Yeah, I agree.
and they're a solid deck. I think Design
Mm-hmm.
did a great job with the design on them where they didn't come in immediately tier one. Folks have been able to play with them, have been able to discover stuff. They've got some legs, and they're a solid meta choice in a lot of cases. Like I think it's a good deck.
So
I
we
think
did
it's fun
see
to
that.
watch.
So we saw that Jared went ahead and he is starting quietly observing V. He showed Sebulba V and Watto as his. Oh,
Black Sun
excuse me.
Agents. Yep.
Yes, Black
And
Sun agents. So this will allow him to use Shizor's bounty to stop somebody from coming down and battling whenever Jason does that. There's
yep.
so we see Cardia as well as Malistaire V coming out.
Yeah. And I like the quietly observing build. I've seen a lot of this with Watto lately.
Mm-hmm.
The flip side is you have to burn a shield to go get your Shizor's bounty often. And it does potentially open you up to some sort of shield bust,
That's true. I mean, at the same
you
time, though,
know?
like Agents of
Oh,
Black Sun have been doing it for a while.
yeah.
Okay, that's different. I like that. I like the creativity. There's a TD 4445 coming down to the Mos Espa.
I like that. Anything that puts a do back down, I'm a fan of. So,
Yeah,
like,
I definitely like it. And you get the do back from the outside of your deck and everything, so it's a free card. The other thing is with TD 4445, your character's avoid dewbacks here may not be targeted by axes or lightsabers. So, I mean, he has some protection. He doesn't really give it to anybody else.
Yeah, but he protects his own forfeit, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Jason did just top deck a blaster rifle, which is like, I'm sure he's got more than a couple in the deck, but that's a card he needs, and if Watto can, if Jarad can get him burning a couple of those early, that's not good for him.
Okay, so he did make him burn Wisa and blaster rifle to the you're a slave ping.
Yep, and the Wisa was from Muse because he'd already used it to go grab the Boss Nass Chambers.
Ooh, I like this. So he moves the trooper off the dewback, throws Watto on, so that gives him some protection against lightsabers now.
That's a big brain play. Like, that's actually a really, really good.
I don't know. Like, here's the
good
question.
play.
Like, you were saying that is a big brain play, and I agree. Now we know he's teammates with Chris Kelly. Would you think that was like a design feature right there?
I don't think it was necessarily a feature. I don't think it's a bug. Like, I think it was
not a bug.
No, like, I don't think it's an unintended interaction. I think it was one of those where it's like you didn't really think about it, but it's not game breaking. Like,
no, it's
okay, Watto's immune to sabers. Like, that's cute. It's well done to put out, but it's not going to be insane. Like, any dude with a gun, not a lightsaber, can still shoot Watto real easily.
Very true.
Like, and the last time Vibroaxe is like Lando with Vibroaxe is mildly annoying.
Yeah, he is.
And this will protect him from that. But like, it's a one card protection. You don't have a puller for TD. You don't have a way to go make that happen. So it's just kind of if it hits, it makes Watto slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
But Watto, frankly, was not near the top tier. Like, a card that slightly improves Watto isn't a big deal because Watto's still more a meta call than this is the best dark side in the format.
Mm-hmm.
So, which honestly I think is kind of okay. Like, I don't love Watto's turn one, you're going to lose 2 force, you can't stop. And it occasionally has those kind of feels bad moments.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it being a little bit of a, it's a meta call, it's a surprise deck, and it is.
Here we go. General Kenobi going down. Shizor's Bounty coming out. Jason, does he have a play here? No, he does not. Shizor's Bounty will stick around. We saw that he got out 3 of his locations on his turn, expecting to see either a weapon being pulled here or maybe a blaster. Like the bounty. So we saw there's the bounty. So Jarad had the bounty in his hand. He didn't have to pull it. There's 5s coming down as well.
So he still doesn't have a, if not able to otherwise, draw.
No, not yet.
Like, and the lightsaber is cute, but doesn't get that. And
the gun will help.
Yeah, now he's got the gun.
Yeah.
So, and we see Drew in chat said, that TD is a 1-card protection that you can loop with Kurita, and you can, but you're losing a force to retrieve him with Kurita, so it's still, you're netting 0. And you still have to get him down. You have to get more dewbacks if they manage to kill that one, and you certainly don't have more than 1 dewback under your. Although, how amusing would that be?
I mean,
just like stack 4 or 5 of them in there.
Konsker. We don't know what he's doing.
I mean, there is no limit. You can just stack a bunch in there and just be like, all right, just going to keep bringing TD out and throwing dewbacks all over the place.
Yeah.
That'd actually be kind of awesome. Like, I'll be entirely honest. That would be something I would love to see.
Okay, TD is once per game.
Oh, he is?
Bill just pointed that out in the chat.
So it is. I should read cards. That happens. Then it'd be less cool. So
yeah,
it's fine. I mean, it's still not a bad card. I don't love, like, Jason ran himself down to 2 cards in
That's what I
hand,
was going to point out. Was we
or
saw
3 cards in
two?
hand.
Well,
That's
he went to 2, and then he just went to take, and now, or no, 3 cards. Now he's attempting to pull a card with General Kenobi. Yeah, I'm not big on that, especially with Jarad having 9 cards in his hand. We know that one of them is the Zuckuss and Forlom in Miss Hunter.
Yep, and one of them is, oh no, it's not Sebulba. To say he revealed Sebulba, he didn't take him in hand, and Jason went and got Rex, which I also don't love.
I like it because he gets you another Destiny in Episode 1 location, which both Mos Espa and Watto's Junkyard are.
Yes, but if Watto's there, Rex is effectively pointless. Like, I would rather have guns. I'd rather have Cody than Rex. And maybe Jason's got Cody, but I think if Jason had the option of Cody or Rex, I would have taken Cody ahead of Rex, simply to get to try and cancel the Destiny so you can keep yourself around there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like he's going to go use... Okay, so he's using Nichubana to go get the Pod Race Arena.
He must have activated that last turn and then go get Sebulba as well. So it looks like Jarad actually probably activated a few of the cards he really would have liked last turn, which is a little tough.
Is Chris Kelly's favorite card to say.
Sebulba. And he's going to gamble a card here and win, because Sebulba always wins.
Yep.
Which will then get him a card draw as well.
And I think you got to know that he's using the Watto's Chance Cube at this point. Like,
it doesn't matter. Jason doesn't have 2 force, so
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's probably throwing back the Chance Cube. That way, he knows he can grab it next turn. There goes. So Jason's going to lose. Generation Armor always holds up off the top, as well as Odin Nestler and First Aid.
And I don't think those are bad cards for him to lose. I think if he was going to pick the cards he was to lose, those would probably be high up. They're not, it's probably his only First Aid. I guarantee it's not his only Gen 1 armor. And neither of those are necessarily super impactful.
True.
In this game. So he got kind of lucky with that top deck. Like, because that's part of the risk with playing Watto, is sometimes you just get top decked and bad things happen. Apollyon,
I like that. He does point out, it's like, I think that was Watto's Chance Cube, but no reason to risk a free EPP. I agree.
Yeah, but he didn't have any force. So what was he gonna?
Corporal Dresselin comes down, as well as FN 2199. Yeah, he didn't have any force.
Yeah, I mean, like,
wow. Jarad just loading up on troopers. I kind of like this.
And who's the dude that cancels troopers? I thought I read somewhere Trooper Assault is canceled. Did I miss that?
Don't know, but there's the Trooper Assault.
Apparently not.
Grabs it.
All right, yeah, which makes sense. But this is it really is going to come down to, does Jason have?
Saw Gerrera does, according to Jarad.
Okay.
Okay, FN 2199, it does shoot.
Jason says I was not expecting to see that many troopers.
Well, they're like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects to ever see them.
Yeah.
Okay, it's currently 25 to 9.
And 9's missed the shot at 5s, which is, I don't think he was necessarily counting on that. And 5s is shooting back at Watto.
I like
this
that.
Is really where it's going to be. Oh. He needed to hit that. He needed the SAR.
I think he can add one with Kenobi here.
Yeah, he might have to. That might be what he's staring at, yeah.
Yeah, he adds one with Kenobi. That's going to make Watto hit.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't have the Sari, it's still a rough spot.
Yeah.
So he'll have 12, I guess, 12, 21. So his total power plus forfeit, if he doesn't have a way to get rid of Watto, is 24. So after he pitches everything, he's peeling 1 plus whatever Jarad draws for Battle Destiny.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, but that's not good either.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Because he's only got 4 cards in hand. He can't reinforce
Yeah.
Yeah, without a sorry, I really don't like going to Watto's hut. I would have much rather said that if you're gonna put him out, put him at Mos Espa.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Thank you, Joker King. Yeah, Jarad is going to retrieve one with the Shizor's bounty.
Yep.
There's the sorry, as we see that Kenobi takes a swing at nines.
Yeah.
And that's not
And
going
I
to
think
hit.
that would have missed even without the cancel.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not the way Jason wanted this to start.
No, not at all.
And yeah, the JJG will get back the one card in his loss pile. Well, he'll forfeit a guy first.
Okay,
So he'll get back Watto.
Yeah, he's peeling.
He's going to peel 4.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but like Jared's actually super happy because he loses Watto here and then retrieves him with the bounty.
And that's all he loses.
Yeah.
Like, that's rough.
That is not. And we move Grievous will run and hide to Watto's yard and say, come get me. This is definitely not the start that Jason wanted. And I think Jared's got to be doing a little happy dance right now because this could not have gone better for him.
Do you think that Jarad is the type to do a happy dance, though?
I mean, it's pretty early in the morning for a happy dance, but I could see it. So
just as a quick announcement, make sure you guys stick around for the halftime show because we'll have a special presentation from the marketing team. The players did say that they're going to take like a 10-minute break in between games, so make sure you guys stick around.
I didn't know I was going to be part of a halftime show.
You're always part of a halftime show.
I didn't practice any of my dance steps. This is going to be bad. I'm apologizing in advance, guys. I am not a dancer. All right, so Jason is
doing?
Healing well. I mean, it is his turn, so he'll be able to move Kenobi, and he didn't want to give Watto back.
I'm still like, let's see what he loses there because that's a lot of.
He lost lots of things.
Blaster
he lost
rifle,
Ayla,
Kojix, Sorry, Qui-Gon Jinn, Blaster Rifle, Leadership, Clone Trooper, Ahsoka with lightsabers, Ayla, Battle of Geonosis, Wisa, Jedi's Resilience, and Anakin all goes to the lost pile. Usher's got nothing on Garrett. I don't know.
I do have a fancy Thrawn. I don't, but I do have a fancy Thrawn outfit and some roller skates.
Probably. So now we see Anakin Padawan Learner come down. There's Rex as well, so it's going to get him 2 Destiny.
And Jarad doesn't have any Force, so he can't Trooper Assault, which means Jason might get a decent little rebeat in here.
Yeah.
He's going to hit a couple guys. He's going to cause some damage.
He plays Simple Tricks and Nonsense. Goes get a weapon with the Security Control V. There's another Jedi lightsaber going on to Anakin.
So yeah, in theory,
now.
I mean, he might wipe the site back, but
Jared's got 7 cards in his hand.
And Jason's got 19 in his lost pile.
Yeah.
This is not... He might wipe the site back here and kind of say, all right, let's all restart. He might not actually even wipe the site. Potentially he wins this battle and gets Grievous will run and hide.
That's true.
Out to do fun things. Weapon Lev, now that's not a nice card at all.
That is a great card.
That is a mean, mean card. All right, so Jarad just lets that go.
Yeah, he draws an 11 for Destiny.
He could have canceled the...
He could have, but with...
There's no reason to cancel that one. Well, yeah, you let that one go, and you're fine with it, because he can cancel any weapon Destiny, so you probably cancel Rex's.
And he's going to hit Rex.
Ooh. I mean, it doesn't make him forfeit 0. Rex is probably the guy that dies anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
That's...
Now he is the guy who's going to die.
Yeah, Rex will definitely die now, but that's fine. You're probably okay with all of that.
So now we're going to have Kenobi swing. Who do you think he's going to swing at here?
Probably go to Sebulba. Sebulba or the patrol. Like, well, first he's going to have Rex shoot, which is going to cancel by 9s if he hits.
Oof.
There's the 6. Doesn't matter. 9s will cancel it.
Yeah, because remember, each of his destinies are minus, or his total destiny is minus
Oh,
3.
yeah. Okay, so it wasn't so.
Oh, knives cannot cancel that. It's only a lightsaber. That's right. Thank you, Bill.
Oh,
Bill again is on top
oh,
of things this morning.
automated. See, the cards didn't light up for me, and it's early still. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, that was Jarad playing tactical support and saying, "I'm going to come after you with more troopers."
That's fair.
And there's a Phasma. Oh, that could be
That could be bad.
Phasma FN. Oh, that's not the way he wanted.
I mean, Jason could easily.
I mean, it's the way JJD wanted. Yeah, but like Jarad can just drop on him still. Like, where is he going to move to? Watto's or the Mos Espa instead?
Yeah, I think you have to.
I think you have to as well, but you're still going to get Phasma plus FN is going to wipe out whoever lives.
I mean, it's destiny. It's 2 destiny. I mean, if he can draw into a leadership, like we know that he lost
it's
one.
It's 2
already.
destiny and it's a cancel text.
Yeah.
With FN. So.
And Sergeant Tarl.
Of course he went and got Carl. So. All right. And.
Battle Destiny is going to be a 2.
3 with Anakin. Yeah, he didn't
3.
get another swing through.
Add.
I think he's sort of waiting to see if there's like a close call or something.
Oh,
no, he can add one.
Yeah.
He was waiting to see if Jarad, who definitely would be on this deck, would run close call, like if he was going to hit it. And no, apparently not.
4. It's a 5 with Anakin. Someone has close
and Jason
call.
says someone has close call.
I love it. Jason's like on point this morning as well.
I mean, I don't see a reason not to use it here. Just force the redraw and
it's
like you get a 4, you don't draw. You lose one guy.
9-card hand. Do you think he has close call?
Oh, could be dark time too. Like, and he might be deciding with dark time with. Yeah, he's dark time to make it 8. Just fine. So that's the Dewback and the Stormtrooper Patrol will forfeit for 8.
Leaving him only Sebulba and Dresselin.
Yeah.
Draws a 3, so yeah, Rex is going to cover.
Yep. And he wins the battle.
Yeah, he wins by 1, so that's going to allow him to flip. And now JJD has to lose a few characters.
All right, so he's loses 9s. Oh yeah, 9s was hit. That's why. Yeah. Like.
It's early. You haven't had your have you had your coffee this morning?
I did have my coffee this morning actually, but it didn't all kick in yet. So
yeah.
And there goes the Dewback
and Sebulba.
All right, that says I have another trooper assault.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason to do it that way. Because Sebulba gives you the +2 attrition.
Yeah.
And the Stormtrooper Patrol says each of the other Stormtroopers is power +1.
There, I don't like that. Especially after you saw that he draws Phasma, the other FN trooper, Sergeant Tarl. Like, that's just all bad.
Yeah, like, honestly, this is one, if Jared's got a Watto in hand,
it's all bad.
This game gets real ugly real quick.
Because we're sitting at 31-16 in Life Force right now between the 2 players.
Yeah.
And they both have an 8-card hand, but holy manoli, that is like, this is just screaming bad.
And if he wins this battle, he's just going to take Grievous will run and hide right back, and I expect he'll win the battle.
Yeah.
Especially if he's got Watto.
And it's funny, like Jason pointed out in the chat, he's like, I didn't expect troopers, but as soon as you saw Cardia, something's up.
Not necessarily. Like Krita or Rendley are equally useful in that regard.
Yeah.
And it's really, Krita's Parsec 1, so it's a little worse than Rendley because it's
Is
a
it?
little harder to get to
Please tell me it
things.
is Karita, right? Or it's not Cardia?
It's Karita,
Karita.
Carida.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's
This is why we keep
I've
you on.
probably mispronounced hundreds of things over over my lifetime, but yeah, we always Karita is like Rendley's slightly better just for the Parsec 2 can move around a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more, but it's functionally very similar.
Let's see. Karita says if you occupy once you're in control phase, may lose one to retrieve one trooper in hand. I mean, that's pretty solid. And there's you called it. There's another
Yeah.
trooper assault. All those
So,
trooper 28 in 2 Destiny to 11 in 2 Destiny. FN's going to
and
fire at Anakin, canceling his game
yep,
text. He can't fire a weapon.
it also stops the +1 to the battle destiny.
Yeah.
So
And I kind of
he can
expect
still
to see,
Kenobi to add one, but that's fine.
well, if not, if he Tarls Kenobi, making him immune to attrition, but he can't do anything.
I
Like,
thought Tarl only hits rebels. Tarl only hits rebels.
He only hits rebels. Okay, so Phasma will be hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
just,
Carl's
I
not
got that
good.
before.
Carl is.
I got that
good.
one in before Bill had to correct us in chat. So,
Yeah.
all right. So
it's
he
like-
got Phasma, but he's not going to retrieve anything because of simple tricks. So he can't get back a trooper with Phasma, which I'm sure he would have liked to have.
Yeah, Kenobi does need a clone. Quite a mercenary, just
Oh,
put it
yeah.
back.
Yeah, Kenobi's a loner with a clone. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, my coffee.
Yeah, putting back the 5 so you know where it is good. It's
I was gonna say my coffee has not kicked in yet.
mine's starting to, but I'd got a bunch of stuff to do this morning already, so I've been up for a couple hours and working on things. So it's getting closer to nap time for me.
Okay, I like this.
So leadership to limit him to 1, that's fine.
It's cute. I mean, he's still down by 17.
And I'm not even sure I'd have grabbed that if I was Jarad.
I don't think there's a point.
I think at this point it's more get the card out of his deck.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't hate that.
So just as a reminder, we're going to have a few more games going on today. I know Jason and Jarad are going to be playing game 2 right after this. Again, stay tuned. Stick around for the halftime show as we have a special announcement from our marketing team. And then at 2 p.m., we have the first game of Scott versus... I forget who Scott's playing.
I forget who Scott's playing as well. I probably looked that up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I should have done the same thing.
Scott is playing Jeremy DiPaolo.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So 2 p.m. is Jeremy DiPaolo versus Scott Lingrell. And then at 9 p.m. tonight, we have game 2 of Johnny Chu versus David Woods. Again, Johnny won game 1, so we'll see what happens with game 2.
And Jason is again peeling a bunch of force to keep Kenobi alive and prevent Jarad from retrieving 1 with the bounty.
I don't like what he's doing. Like, it just seems...
I mean, at this point, Jared's only got 4 cards in hand.
Well, he's going to have 5.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, quite potentially 6. Like, he might draw. Yeah. I would see no reason not to draw both of them.
Yeah.
He's probably not playing barriers. You've already grabbed a card.
Okay. Again, what is with Bill? Like, Bill is like, can we just get Bill on commentary instead of the two of us? I feel like Bill is doing our job in chat. Bill points out Jason has no cards in hand. He has to keep Obi to do anything next turn. And yeah, I see that now.
But he's not going to do anything. Like, you're certainly not starting a battle here, I don't think.
He might, because he's getting a clone trooper back.
Maybe. Like,
I mean, Jarad cannot play another trooper assault.
Yeah.
Like, if he gets the clone trooper, gets a weapon onto him, he can essentially clear the site.
I think he's out of guns, he said in chat.
You never know. He might
Yeah,
be
I mean,
lying.
it's
He's a Magic player.
the clone trooper drops. You get the
Okay,
Battle
Battle
Destiny. Battle
Geonosis.
Geonosis was his one card in hand, so now he'll subtract one from the total Battle Destiny. He might be able to flip back here.
I did not see in the chat him saying that he has no guns left.
I thought he had thought he made a comment up
Okay,
there
but
when he
now
peeled
yeah,
for the
you're
first
right. You're
battle.
right. There are no guns, as he just gets to verify.
Yeah.
And he clearly does not have a gun in his hand, as he has no cards in his hand at this point, because the one card he did have was a Battle of Geonosis, which
Yeah.
I like the image. Like, don't get me wrong, the card seems okay, but the image seems amazing.
Yeah. And Joker King says in chat, yeah, Napoleon, Jason's going to win this battle. He's going to, get Grievous will run and hide and flip back, but he's going to, literally, he's got.
No, he will not get Grievous. Will run. Okay, yeah, he will. Grievous
Yeah, he'll win the battle.
is currently sitting over at Malastir. I like that.
Doesn't matter that if he wins the battle.
Yeah.
Anywhere he can move it. So.
Yeah, you would think like I played this deck like something kind of similar, kind of different in the first round of the Gem PC. You think I would know the deck a little bit better, but at the same time, that was a Frodo Light deck, which was just interesting.
It was fun.
It was fun.
And this is there's a lot of cards we don't see used a lot, which is fun to see in this matchup. So yep, he does win the battle. So he gets the flip.
Wins.
Yeah, so he gets the flip. He'll draw the call.
He does win. He does not win.
Yep, the -1 from Battle of Geonosis
was big.
Got him there.
Yeah.
And he's going to clear
everybody.
Jarad completely.
Yeah.
So now it comes
down
to
a whole new ball game.
Well, I mean, wouldn't go that far. It's still 15 cards down to 30.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting.
And he's going to get a clone back onto the clone cylinders.
Yep.
And he gets a clone trooper. Yeah, Battle of Geonosis is a pretty solid card. Like, personally, I like Battle of Christophsis better just because it gives you some card draw. But
yeah,
the -1 to total battle destiny can be good. The -2 if you have Yoda there is really good.
Yeah, no, Battle of Geonosis is a good card for the deck. It's a good card.
Yeah,
it's one of those. It's not game breaking. It's just good. It helps you a little bit. It keeps your Jedi alive and forces you to lose clones, which is very thematic. And
yeah,
the clone pod did a good job. I like what they did with the clone stack.
I cannot wait to see what they do going forward. As we see Kylo Ren with lightsaber going down, there's Wisa.
I don't like using that Wisa.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all in agreement there. I didn't like that Wisa. I'd have saved it for the Battle Duster for the Weapon Destiny.
4 coming down too.
Really, that just means he's going to be able to keep Blizzard 4 alive. In all likelihood. Like, okay, he doesn't even download anybody. He just says, nope, I'm going to win this battle.
Well, he's only got 2 Force left. I mean, Goldenrod.
Oh, yeah, and Goldenrod was out.
2 Force, yeah.
So, yeah, then he wouldn't have been able to keep Blizzard 4 alive. He just says, no, I'm going to win this battle. I'm going to flip you back. Oh, there's the reacting clone.
I like it.
That's that Battle of Geonosis. I don't think that really changes too much of what we want here, although it just makes it easier
it makes it a lot easier to hit the clone trooper here.
Yeah. Makes it easier for Jarad to peel cause him to peel a card.
Yeah, I think the clone armor's only 3 armor 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And 6 will get there either way.
Yeah.
Yep, clones are armor 3, so he's going to hit him. He's going to force Jason to lose a card, which honestly is as valuable as anything else right now.
Yeah, and I mean the clone forfeit 0. I mean, like you said, the bigger thing is it makes them lose a card. I like the clone.
You're not gonna get through Kenobi's immunity because he's immune to less than 6. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of like the clone, but at the same time, it might have hurt Jason.
No, I think the clone was the right play. If Jared's got a 6 here, without the clone, Kenobi goes away.
Well, with the clone, he still goes away.
Maybe.
Well, he would
No,
have had
because
to draw. He
if he
has to
draws a
draw.
6 now, it's -1 from Battle of Geonosis.
Okay, that's a good
There's no
point.
way he's drawing a 7.
Okay, there's a rebel leadership to add a destiny. That's not bad.
All right. So he's still, I mean, he's still down 6, but he does have good destiny. I mean, that's the one thing Jason's got going for him now is most of the destiny in his deck
Yeah.
is very good. So, yep, there's the 3.
There's
So
a 3, so that's going to bring him up to 17. We might actually see
that'd
Jared.
be 16.
Okay, 16. I'm sorry. Yeah, we might see him, like, he has to draw 2 really good destinies. So right now he's sitting at.
He needs to draw 4 here.
Yeah, he just has to draw 3.
Well, he's got a 3 or higher, yeah, because
Yeah.
he just needs to tie. Just don't lose the battle.
Okay, so
there he goes.
Win. And I want to say that's going to make that's going to give Jason a ping damage on Jarad.
With the objective. Will at the end of the turn,
yeah,
because Jason will occupy more battlegrounds than Jarad. That battle actually went very well for Jason.
Yeah,
it did not go well for Jarad.
No, I agree. We've all heard of the little Y-wing that could. Maybe this is the little Kenobi that could.
It's the little General Kenobi. He's not even a big part of the movies. I don't know why he would be, so important.
I know, right?
So, no, this is... Kenobi's putting in work for Jason. I mean, he's peeled...
I would
15-ish
hope so.
to keep Kenobi there.
A bunch of cards. As we saw, there goes an Executor to the ping damage.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to... At this point, you don't really need the system. You don't need the drain, although it wouldn't hurt. Like, if you could get a free or cheap ship up there.
Yeah.
The problem is Executor's not a cheap ship. And if he doesn't have...
It is with Watto and somebody at the Mos Espa. As we saw, Jarad interrupt the activate phase to play Battle Order.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it would be a drain of 3, and I like him paying for the drain.
You're going to drain for 3 either way.
Yeah.
And right now... I don't think Jason's necessarily focused on winning this match. I think this is going to be a real tough match for him to win. I think Jason is very much trying to reduce diff. I don't like losing the Boba Fett and Slave 1 from hand. I would have liked to see that just go to a system. Like if I'm at this point, if I'm Jarad, I would be throw a ship at a system, throw a dude at Mos Espa or the Pod Race Arena, and just start draining.
I think that's the best idea for him.
Like you need to just at this point you're just trying to reduce differential. Like you just want to win the game.
Clone Trooper came down, and then joining Kenobi, a Clone Trooper got stacked onto the cloning cylinders. Jason, I believe, drew a card. He's got 3 cards in hand. The same with Jarad.
Yep. And like I said, I think if I'm Jarad,
Jarad doesn't have a lot. He's not activating a ton. That's the other thing is he's only activating 12 at this point. So
Watto's running on fumes. There's
Chris Gogolin, who has volunteered to help cover the 2:00 game, has pointed that out in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, he skipped to his deploy phase. Okay.
Yep, that stuff happens. It was a misclick, and you definitely.
It's not something that I thought you were out of gas.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's understandable. So
there's the ship.
Yeah, there's a Zuckuss and Zuckuss and Furlong. Right. So he's kept that around in his hand. Not a bad ship to get.
We're sticking with the Jared's making the play I suggested, which is drop a ship, drop a dude, start draining. And
do you think he is though?
I think he is. And in all honesty, I might give up on Tatooine and drop a dude at Geonosis. Oh, Jarad does not have a dude. All right.
So, that's going to allow Jason just to get drained for 3 again.
Yeah.
So,
Jason was going to be draining for 3 either way.
Yeah.
It's more Jared's going to have to pay 3 to drain for 1 in a 12-card force pile.
Yes, but at the same time, he's up by 21 right now. Or he's not up by 21. He has 21 in his life force. He's really not doing a lot.
He's up by 17. He's got 21, 28 cards total to Jason's 12.
16. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, like he needs to just fine. I'm not going to take Watto's yard. I'm going to get drained for 3 there.
Yeah.
I just need to start pouring out as much damage as I can and call it a day. And he might have been hoping to draw into a Watto.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think Jason's going to save 2 and be like, fine, I'll let you put a card out.
And he drains for 4 because of the backside of the objective.
Yep.
Like, being that the Death Star Sentry shield is not on the table, we might actually see him drop another clone.
Possibly, but like you see, he just lost 3 cards from hand: a Security Precautions, Decree Virtual, and Trooper Assault, none of which are important now, and then the double back off reserve. So he's got 4 cards in hand. One of them's got to be...
He's pitching the mob points.
Wonder what he's gonna, if he's got anything to grab with it. No, we're not seeing
Search and Destroy.
All right.
I'm not a huge
I don't
fan
hate
of that.
So I think that's just to get the 3 out of his deck so he can lose it.
Maybe.
So it's a card he knows he can lose. He's not going to get it in play.
No.
I can't fathom what he's got in his hand that's going to be able to get him rid of Kenobi.
At this point, yeah.
So,
and the other thing is like, I mean, it takes him down to 19 in his life force.
But you're going to eat another drain next turn. So you say, fine, I'll eat this drain. It is what it is. Because you have to assume now Jason left 2. If he's got a Watto, Jason's just going to pay to let him deploy it. So you've got to put somebody somewhere. Now, the bigger problem is Jason's now going to have 2 clones on the cloning cylinder.
Yeah.
So you can't go too light anywhere because Jason can just drop the 2 clones, battle, use the flip side of the objective to do obnoxious things, and like you can't go just throw a random dude somewhere.
He loses the search and destroy to use with Cardia Karita to get a trooper back, but Simple Tricks and Nonsense says Dikembe Mutombo style.
Yeah, that's
and he
that was
will
a mistake.
pay to drain for 3. Wow, Chris, he has no shield pools left. Both players have used all 4 of their shield pools.
Yep, neither of them have played a puller.
Yeah, as we see, there goes Jedi Resilience from hand.
I mean, the upside is if he's got a couple characters, he can put them down and say, fine, come at me with the clones.
Yep, and this is what he's doing. Yep, I like that.
Elsk, which is great if he's got another Biker Scout Trooper. And I like that, like I said, he just went to Geonosis and said, all right.
Yep, there's
so he's got to get a 3rd down there, or he's not doing any... He doesn't get a Battle Destiny either.
No, I think
like that's the one kind of downside of there we go. And eye
roll comes down. So I mean, power 5. The clone troopers are power 2 by themselves, so you really can't just drop 2 clone troopers and battle into that.
I mean, you're probably drawing a better destiny than Jarad is.
It's possible.
Like it's possible, and then he can do the. If he drops the 2 clones there, he gets the look at stuff, and actually the clones will be power +1 there.
That's true.
So he'd be 6 to 5. Like Jarad ends up with a fine, I'll lose Elsk, and then he can get Elsk back and just repeat with Elsk.
Yeah.
Like that's a bad thing for Jason, especially.
I kind of like
any
Jason...
Battle Destiny costs Jason guys.
I kind of like Jason activating everything, going down to maybe the Mos Espa with the 2 clones.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, he's going to lose 3 to the drain here, so he'll get 1 more turn of draining with the clones.
Well, maybe not like maybe not like going down to Mos Espa. Like, there's really no reason. If he could just drain for 4, a couple more turns, make Jarad peel some cards.
There's no reason not to put the clones down right now, though.
They're only ability 1.
Yeah, but you put them together and they draw Battle Destiny.
That's true.
And he's not doing anything else with his force.
Mara and the Chance Scoop, and he's losing from his deck. So Jarad actually is down to 13 in deck. I mean, the fact that Jason is getting him down to this much now is really good. As there's Tup and
So
Eclipse
he's
Trooper.
just going to block the drain, and Tup's going to shoot a guy.
Yeah.
Which might cost him 2. And there, okay. So Jason is now out of cards in hand and out of force. Jared's got 3 cards in hand. And he saved those 3 for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a... he was pitching from reserve. So those 3 are cards he wants to do.
Yeah, and to me, it tells like he's going to lose a force to get Phasma back here. Go
Probably.
down to Geonosis. He's going to get 2 Destiny there.
And then he's going to retrieve a clone, or he's going to retrieve a Stormtrooper if he wins the battle, which he very likely could.
He won't have to pay for it either.
Yeah, this... It blocks the drain for Jason. It does some good things. And yeah, I mean, if Jared's... That would be the other thing. If Jared's got, a Watto and another dude in hand, it's...
Yeah.
Could also just be Watto dude, cause 2 damage.
And
there's
the
only so many
is,
turns that...
Like, if Jarad has any way of winning a battle here, that's going to move Grievous for Run and Hide back to probably Malastir.
Yeah. So Jarad activates 11, or ends up with 11 force active and 2 in reserve, which I think definitely says he's going to go get Phasma.
Yeah.
So, is it...
Loses Blaster.
And it's lose 1 from anywhere. So he can lose it from the force pile.
Yeah.
Oh, he loses a Watto from hand. Okay.
Interesting. Yep, there's Phasma.
And he goes and gets Phasma. We might not be perfect, but we generally have a pretty good idea of what the plays are to make. So now he's drawing 2 Destiny.
We play.
I mean, I'm still live in the Gem PC. So, and I was the number 9 seed coming out of this. I missed the top 8 I was looking from the outside 5-1. So I'm not terrible.
I didn't say you were. I just said, there's another Trooper Assault. So
that was the third card.
We know what the 3 cards were in there. They were Averick, Trooper Assault, and Watto. He loses to Watto, gets back Phasma. He's got 2 SD. He's up 21-10.
Oof.
I mean, Tup's going to shoot.
That's cute.
But, yeah, it's cute. I think that Jared's
going to shoot
Phasma,
Phasma, and Jared's going to retrieve Watto, or retrieve a Trooper.
Yeah. Draws a 6. Phasma. I mean, I think that hits Phasma.
Yeah, I think he got her. But, like, again, he's down 11 and 2 Destiny. Like, he's got forfeit. I mean, I don't think this will overflow him.
No. He's going to be able to drain for 3 next turn. It's not going to be 4 again because he's going to be flipped.
Well, will he be able to? Oh, yeah, because Jared's out of shield 11. Pulls. No, it's Jared's out of shield pulls. That's what I was trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Because you could always, at this point, Jason's got no cards in hand and only 1 Trooper. You could just move a dude and drop resistance, but...
Down
so he's down 16. We got 4, 8... 12 in forfeit, so he is actually going to overflow by 4.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, but the thing is, like, look at like the 2. So Jared's sitting at 14 in life force. He's got no cards in hand. He's going to lose 3. That's going to put him down to 11. But then again, Jason's not going to have any more force to drain on his next turn.
I mean, Jared will... Yeah, Jason...
Oh, he's taking 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to drain.
Yeah, he'll get 1 more drain of 3 in, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. Like, get your drain of 3.
He'll be at 11. I mean, from what Jason was staring down, that's actually pretty good.
To get this back to 11 is impressive. Like, yeah. Jason played that very well. And Jason says he was surprised Trooper Assault didn't get a counter card when Troopers were big. I mean, Troopers are always a There's
don't
nothing
think
wrong with Trooper Assault Beats being in the meta.
No.
Like, Trooper Assault Beats are cute, but they're also, you know what you're dealing with. You know what,
It already has a counter card. Yeah, there's a few.
what's going to happen.
Sense is a counter card.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to get around it. It's just.
I'm sorry. Jared's going to be down. Okay, yeah, Jared's going to be down to 11.
Yeah, he'll be down to 11 because he drew 2 cards.
Hand.
There's no way he's not losing from hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's going to do it for game 1.
Yeah, that was quick and painful. That was
not painful for. I mean, it wasn't painful for us. As a clone trooper comes down for free just for fun.
Why not? Like, if you're going to do it, why not? And we'll stack another clone.
I mean, we do have another game coming up right after this, Chris.
Jared only has 23 minutes left on the clock, so maybe it's, maybe you run him out here, but probably not. So we're going to have Jared by 11. And Jared's going to have 32 cards in Lost.
Wow. That's 40.
Jason's going to have 40 in Lost.
Yeah, you hate to see like a number like 40, but that's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and 32 in Lost in the win is kind of a tough spot as well. That was a... Whew. For the position we thought Jason was in early.
Yeah, he played it really well.
He got this very, very close and played it much better than I would have. In all honesty, I probably would have just been like,
there's a reason why he's in the top 8.
Yeah, I would have been frustrated with that. But peeling to keep Obi alive...
It just
was
felt
smart. Like it felt bad.
Obi did so much work, though.
Yeah, and just keeping that pressure on, so Jared couldn't easily refill his hand and try and come back from things was super valuable.
So we have 2 Gem PC games going on. The first one is Justin Curley versus Steve Buss. I'm trying to think who's Steve.
Steve Buss is, as I say, he's one of the Europeans.
And then we have Brad Iyer, Carillion League champion Brad Iyer, versus Timo Dussel. So we'll check up on the
names. So they played their first game earlier. I was watching it a little bit.
I don't know who won that one.
I don't know who won, though. I just saw they played the...
Brad won by 3. Thank you, Jared.
Oh, wow.
The fact that he won game 1 by only 3, that's really good by Timo.
All right. So
but this is a matchup that Timo does not want to see.
Okay, so,
but really quick, before we go anywhere, we have an announcement from our marketing team, and that announcement is the introduction of the 2024 Region Holo Sticker Challenge. Jared created an 11-minute video recently. If you want to see it, it is available on the YouTubes as he explains what this is in a little bit more depth and everything. But what this is much like the Best PC Image challenge that we did a couple of years ago. This time it is the region stickers, where what you do is... these stickers will be given out at regional events, league events, state, national, European events. This all ties into the 20th anniversary of The Phantom Menace. Again, if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and see it. It is in the theaters very soon. You'll also get these at majors. They're not going to be exclusive to where the region is. So if you're not from the Naboo region, well, you have a chance of getting the Naboo sticker. You can get this. You can trade the stickers. Obviously, nobody's going to fault you for doing that. You'll get an 11 by 17 poster. You can get those through the PC. You can also, I believe, Jared might put in, like, you can get these, but the PDF is available if you want to print it yourself. And all the stickers themselves are holographic. They're foil. They look really nice. like including the new Scarif one. And according to Jared, you can get them in the league event, the league kits as well. So here is the PDF if you want to print it. But Jared is saying to urge. He urges anyone who may receive a Region Hollow sticker in the meantime not to peel them and stick them in various places.
Seems reasonable enough. I love stuff like this, and honestly, those region stickers and pins are gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm super happy somebody's doing something
cool. Like,
cool.
I have a space above my desk. It needs something.
Our marketing team does such an amazing job with all of this stuff that keeps things just fresh and interesting and keeping people on there. So I'm just watching a little bit of the Justin Carulli versus.
And I like how the Coruscant is like right in the middle. It's like Jared's like, this is my home core. This is my home field.
Well,
I need to put it in the middle. And
Coruscant
I know it's more
is
the
middle
Coruscant
of the galaxy.
Is the center of the galaxy, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Ryloth has a different like look to it than the other ones. I like that. I'm glad to see that we have a Scarif image now. Like, I like that. The Hoth one is still probably my favorite.
They're all.
But how can
they're
you
all
hate
good.
any of them? So.
Yeah, I have trouble like picking a favorite because they all look gorgeous. So.
Okay, let's go ahead and check out. Yeah, let's go ahead and see this Kuhn versus Justin Carulli match. My Kind of Scum versus Hitko.
It's
not a deck you want to see if you're My Kind of Scum.
And he's got Thok and Thug as his rep. So. All right, so he canceled that. I was wondering why he didn't put out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Resistance.
Sorry about that. I decided I wanted to close my Steam so we don't have the icons pop up all the time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Justin's not.
He's not in a bad spot, but I don't think he's in the best spot.
It'd help him a lot if he could get Erica or Mara down and flip Hitko back.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be big, because you're certainly not going after Luke and Ahsoka. Wow. That was just plain rude. There's Jin in the...
Like, Kuhn is, like, kind of rude when it comes to stuff like that.
That was... I've played against this deck a few times with Justin. I actually have a version of it built, because it just... Thok and Thug is fun to play.
Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and check out our other game, Brad versus Timo. Brad has Panaka at the hallway by himself, but Timo has Thrawn at Kashyyyk, and it is on Timo's turn. So, again, this is not the best matchup for Timo, because if he's not running Imperial Arrest Order V, it's going to be a huge uphill battle for him.
Yeah, they're both just going to be bleeding cards. And so on the one hand, that's okay for Timo, because
yes, Bill, I agree.
You're fine with you just need the win. Like a loss by 3 is effectively just a net 0. Like, you need the win. If you win, it'll probably be by more than 3. But yeah, if he doesn't have decree virtual, this could get
ugly,
potentially bad.
Yeah,
very quick.
So, if you want to take control for a second, is there a game that you want to keep a focus on really quick?
Well, you can leave it on the Kenobi, the Brad and Timo.
Yeah, because I know Jared's in the chat. He obviously wants to watch this one.
We can watch that for.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
For a little while, that works.
I'll be right back.
All right. So. Looks like we caught this still fairly early, as Thrawn gets his the 2/2 out. So Timo's gonna, I'd assume, go aggressively to that 2/2. Well, not this turn, because he's only got 5 force. He just put price down. Like he's just going for the setup. Like they're both just, it's a little bit of a slow start. Don't like that Brad lost meditation onto the art card. Like that's potentially not a good thing for him. Let's see where he goes with this. I assume this is going to be Panaka Ascension gunning in, and then Brad just flipping and spreading out and trying to cause as much damage as possible. It's really all he can do right now. So let's see where this goes. Said it is early. We got Jedi Business, We'll Take the Long Way, and another Pathetic Life Form. Security Control. Dark Side, looks like Timo is playing the Imperial Arrest Order version, so he's not using the Forfeit 8 and 9 Ability 3 Imperials. We see Tentacle grabbing Ascension Guns. That's fine. Probably fairly immaterial. I doubt Brad's playing more than maybe another one. And there's Amidala, who comes down to hang out with her protector. Flips his objective. I gotta imagine we're gonna see a Jedi or two come down here. Like, Brad's got 17 force and 12 in hand. Like, this is time to throw down a Jedi or two and make it interesting. And just, all right, looks like the other game is Jason's got the Jawa Cup game up. There we see Unita from Brad to go get back Qui-Gon. And that's a big, that's good. Like, you need that. You want Qui-Gon coming down. Not sure where he's going to put him. Like, on the one hand, I feel like you just spread. Like, throw Qui-Gon somewhere. You know, maybe throw him at the... no, because he's really best alone. Or you just wait a turn on Qui-Gon. You don't need to rush him. But I think you want to put down a couple Jedi. I think you want to spread Panaka and Amidala. But you can't spread too much because you do have a 4 on the art card. Yeah, the spread question is a lot harder with the 4 on the art card. Because you can't just move 2 guys. Because you're going to lose one of them to art. So if you spread, it's more like you throw Kenobi alone somewhere, or not Kenobi, Qui-Gon alone somewhere, because you can't. It can exclude anyone. So yeah, you could exclude the non-Jedi, but you could also just exclude the Jedi and beat down somebody, which is potentially very bad. All right, looks like the top 8 game is getting started. I see Dan got us rolling on that. So we see Jason going with Thrawn.
Not really surprised.
Versus Jarad. Looks like he's going with Echo Base Operations.
He probably is, and I like that call. Like, against Thrawn, just punch him out of space hard.
Yeah, I mean, this is
it's going to take him a while. It's going to take him a while to set it up and everything, but if he has the ability to, like, just knock him out of space, like, that's not good for Jason at all.
No, and Echo Base Operations is one of the decks that absolutely can just knock him out of space, and especially with the
raw power.
Yeah, just the raw power, and if he's using General Alex.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, he pulls Admiral Radis with the Rebel leadership.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Jason gets Admiral Mahdi and Admiral Ozzel. This tells me that he's either got the Chimera or Thrawn in his opening hand.
Yeah.
Like, you would hate to see both of them, but seeing one of them in your opening hand is pretty good.
Yeah, you're okay with one. It's 2 is bad. And yeah, Joker King, I know light side gets to pick, but it's still not a good. Anytime you're giving up the and exclude, it's bad. So, but we're on this game now, and this game doesn't have excluding. Well, it does actually.
It does.
Card's
Yeah,
still out there.
this is clearly the deck that is excluding characters right now for Darkseid. I mean, come on.
Although,
Garrett.
interestingly enough, this might be one of those where you can afford to just put 4s on there because you're not going to have that many characters necessarily. It's going to be a lot of
like we might see an Admiral Radis. We might see an Admiral Radis just because like you want that ability to play like a rebel leadership. So
apologize. I have a foster cat that's decided my leg is the perfect thing to jump and climb up. And claws are unpleasant on skin.
Get the spray bottle out.
No, that's A, generally not nearly as effective as I'd like it to be. And B, I'd rather them learn to behave appropriately without fear. So he's actually a pretty good cat. He's just kind of wants attention. He was, we fostered him. He was spent the entire life before we got him in a shelter. So he's still learning like having more than 2 square feet of space to run around in and stuff. So,
well, there's Chimera from hand to get Thrawn. So he did activate Thrawn. And he was able to check by getting Kashyyyk out. So he's got Kashyyyk out early. Again, Jarad won game 1 by 11. This is game 2. There's Ozzel coming down as well. And that's the one good thing for Jason is like it's going to take Jarad a little bit to set up EBO.
Yeah, he'll probably get 2 drains in with Thrawn because unless Jarad drew the absolute nuts, this is not a not something he can just immediately drop on him.
No, and he uses strike plating. He's going to get General Carlos Riken.
Yep.
He uses a new secret base. He's going to get either 2 sites or 1 site with an one effect, or he's
getting the 2 sites.
Yep, he's going to go get the Echo Command Center and the docking bay. Smart.
Yep. So he activated all of it, which means he didn't want to save 3 to go fetch with Haven. To use Walkling right away.
You can't get Haven out early against Thrawn because that's the thing. Like I would have liked.
But you want to have it.
You want to have.
I would have liked him to go get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's got the Echo Base Garrison in hand.
That's a good one to get out early.
Yep, that'll help him.
Go get
and gives him another
Rogue,
guy.
Luke, Wedge, Zeb, Hobby. And I kind of would like to see Jason go to Hoth just because, one, it is a drain of 2 there. And the other thing is, like, it delays Jarad from getting out Haven early.
Yeah, the forcing him to deploy a guy before he can Haven is not a terrible thing. But at the same time, it doesn't delay him that much. But, like, it's...
I mean, making him pay full price for the Haven or for the ship before you Haven.
He's
a bad idea.
I mean, he's still going to have the Echo Base operations.
Yeah.
Minus, and he's still going to be activating a bunch of.
Goes and gets Commander Luke Skywalker V.
I don't hate that. Commander Luke can help.
That. I like it.
Throw Luke at the docking bay.
Mm-hmm.
He occupies for you to be able to do your flip.
Go use.
Put down EBO, whatever, not flip.
And here we go. He's now using Walkling to go get an effect or a card.
He had another pull, so he didn't need to use Walkling right away. He could say, "All right, I know what's in there."
Yep.
So he goes and gets Haven. That makes sense, and throws out Battle Plan.
Yeah, makes sense.
Force Jason to. Yeah, I don't know that I would have put the Chimera at Hoth. Like, that's just.
I mean,
that's asking for bad things.
Yeah, that's asking
for the first turn. It doesn't matter. You're draining 2 at Kashyyyk or you're draining 2 at Hoth, and then you're going to have to move away from Hoth.
And this is why I would have probably lost this game putting the Chimera at Hoth.
Like, Jared's got 12 cards in hand, and if he gets Echo Base operations and stuff going, he can drop 8 ships for like 2 force.
That's true. Yeah.
And then he's just like, all right, well, I'm power 30, you're power 14 plus a destiny. Proceed to lose guys, and never really get back ahead. Like, this is definitely the matchup Jared wanted to see. Like,
yes. Agreed.
Where the clones versus Watto was probably not the matchup he wanted to see as Watto.
I don't know. He did pretty well.
He did well, but it wasn't an ideal matchup.
Yeah, it was definitely not an ideal matchup as he stacks General Poe Dameron onto the art card for the first one.
Which
Terrain of 2.
General Poe is an interesting choice because EBO traditionally is running piles of ships.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to ever be hitting General Poe.
He loses Rogue One from his hand.
That tells me he might have a second one.
You got to assume it, but at the same time, like, I just don't like losing Rogue One because if you go with Rogue One with Luke onto the North Ridge, that's kind of a tank. Like, he's immune less than 6. Like,
and if he's got a second one, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
You know, if Thrawn makes him lose it, like, the reality is stacking. The biggest problem there is stacking Poe on the art card means it no longer has immunity.
Yeah, and there's the Emperor going down to the capital city. I mean, the biggest threat is Luke, so I mean that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and that's actually why I didn't necessarily love the Luke put down unless you didn't have a choice, because.
But yeah, and he had a choice.
Like, Luke going after Palpatine would have been your run if Jason decided, hey, I need to do this.
Agreed.
I need to play this a little bit loose and hope for things to work out. So we see him grab the Echo Corridor and Echo Base operations.
Mm-hmm.
We know he's got Carlos Riken. We know he's got
Radis,
so he can flip immediately, or not.
Not immediately, but close enough.
He can flip this turn. He can get Echo Base operations out this turn, and I'm aware he doesn't have an objective. He's not flipping, but
it's as close as it was.
Playing Echo Base operations is flipping his objective. His objective is to get Echo Base operations in play.
Yeah,
he got it in play. That's the way he's doing with this. So he's using Commander Luke to go get a T-47, and he missed. So he doesn't have another speeder. He didn't get one of his speeders.
He did go and get Wedge. So if he has another speeder, he can set him up nicely for a drink.
He activated it. Yeah. He's got another speeder. It's just he activated.
I mean, we know what 4,
a couple of them are
5. Yeah. So I mean, we know he's got the other site. We know he's got EBO, Wedge, Riken, and Radis.
Yep. All right. Okay. So we see code clearance come down. That says
that's a lot of ships. Yeah.
That also says Jared's playing Walker sighting, which is why wouldn't you be? That's a lot. It's like Jason's never played against Echo Base operations before. A lot of ships is the way this deck goes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ships. Yes, it is, sir.
And Jason needs to get his ships out as quick as possible. He's only probably running 3.
I mean, he needs to have them, but he's got 10 cards in hand. He really, you don't want to be putting ships out to let EBO battle into you. Like, you'd rather be trying to use them where he's weak. And there we see General Walex.
Yeah.
Who's going to move into the war room and say, that's cute game text you have, General Thrawn, or Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's,
Jared, okay, that's the most matter-of-fact statement ever from Apollyon, and that's saying something. Yes, it is. Yes, it 100% is.
Jason is a pretty matter-of-fact gentleman, and that was it's EBO. That's a lot of ships. Yep, it is.
So now we have EBO, Echo Base operations on the table. I think this is the point where we can easily see Jared just drop a few ships to Hoth and just say, come at me.
Yeah, this is where you see Haven plus.
Oh, Rogue 4 going down in front of the Emperor. Here we go. Derek Hobby
with
Kelvin V.
Hobby V.
Draws Destiny on his own.
Yeah,
Power
one power.
5. I
As a permanent weapon, he cannot shoot out the window while he's flying.
I mean, he could.
And I don't hate the wedge as a co-pilot. You're now outpowering him. Like, you're not gonna. Obviously you can't kill Palpatine on attrition,
No.
but you're now up by 3 power, and you're getting it out before the other art card is stacked, so he can't cancel your immunity right now.
Yeah.
So you're likely keeping them both in play because you're immune to less than 6.
I think Jason just peels cards, and then he.
It depends on what's in his hand.
Yeah.
If he's got cards he can come after, so Jarad
draws a 4. That's pretty good.
Is also, but he moved to battle phase without deploying a single ship or haven.
Yeah.
Like, that might be that's a lot of ships
because
so
he's only going to peel 2 here.
Yeah, and I think you peel the 2. Like,
yeah, you definitely peel the 2.
There's no reason to lose Palpatine. Get your free drain. I mean, even if you can't battle, you just walk Palpatine away. Like,
I was going to say, get your free drain. Do your 3 damage. Stack another art card on the art card, and then you can cancel the immunity.
Yeah.
Make your hate life.
Yeah, and that's a Joker King
and Moff Tarkin.
Tarkin off reserve, like, and Joker King. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about with putting that 1 on there with speeders. All of a sudden, you're like, well, wait a minute here. Now I'm giving up speeder business that I didn't necessarily want to.
I don't necessarily like that play from Jarad. I would have rather
without knowing what was in his hand, like,
yeah,
I would have rather seen, honestly, I'd have rather seen just Rogue 4 plus Hobby at the 4th marker.
Yeah.
And a ship up in space and say, all right, figure this out. Now, it's possible Jason's running Decree and could try and get it in place, but it's only going to get it in place for like a turn.
Yeah, and yes, I agree. Joker King, you do like seeing Tarkin go away, but if he's got no escape, that's bad. I mean, I don't think you necessarily like. He's probably running 2 Tarkins at this point, so you necessarily might not want to use the no escape on Tarkin.
Oh, I would. I would 100% if Jason has no escape, you use it right here and you jump. So you drain for 2, you stack a card, so you get the flip, and then you drop Tarkin with Palpatine, battle, cancel the immunity just in case, but you only need to draw a total of 7 to kill both pilots.
Yeah.
Like, I would 100% be...
And Jarad has no force save.
Yeah, I don't love...
There's a rebel leadership.
The way... Although, I guess you can't... No, never mind. You don't do Tarkin because Commander Wedge is going to cancel the 2nd Battle Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you just... If you use no escape for Tarkin, that's...
Yeah, that's...
So...
And the other
this
thing
is
the...
Like sometimes it's cards Garrett hasn't played for in a while, and you forget what the extra text does until you look at it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wedge does that on any T-47, not just on his. So, but you can still just Palpatine, cancel the immunity, kill a guy, and force Jarad to do something else.
Admiral Akbar, Fleet Admiral Akbar from hand. He loses effective repairs and a Commander Luke off the top.
That's fine.
It's another 1.
Yeah, but at this point, realistically, the immunity to attrition, he might just be thinking is not going to be as impactful as it seems. So we do see the no escape for Tarkin. Now the question is, does Jason remember?
Probably not.
What Wedge's text is?
Probably not. This just screams probably not.
He's going to put him down, and then we're both going to be like, ah.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be like, huh, that's cute.
All right, so we see Radis went and got the Corvette, so that must not have been there last turn.
Okay. We're in attack position now.
Is cute.
Yeah, it ups the
It's
immunity on the Chimera. Once he starts getting like generals out, he can start doing more damage on the
you
ground.
don't care at all about immunity. There's zero chance Jared's trying to crack immunity. Jared's just trying to throw infinity power
Yeah.
in front of you. Like
Yep.
we do
There's our
see
boy
Tarkin
Tarkin.
with Palpatine, so he is gonna.
I mean, now the nice thing is, it will if he draws super low, that will allow for the cancel and redraw.
Yeah, but he's still gonna get the wedge. Will still cancel the
Yeah.
destiny.
And Blizzard
Like
4 coming out gets him a free character. Well, it gets him a character that deploys for 2.
yeah, gets him a forfeit fodder character.
Yeah.
And all potentially. It gives him enough that he can battle. He can probably just lose whatever dude he grabs with Blizzard 4 and then move to the 1-1 site as well.
Yeah,
and just try
Joker
and
King
be aggressive.
And that's the thing, like Joker King points out in the chat, that's a lot of power. He's up by 10.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you had to be afraid of if you're Jarad. Like, going down with the Rogue 4.
Yeah, I don't like Rogue 4 there. The only guy I would have done that play with is Luke. Like, I would have loved Luke plus Wedge, but Luke alone with that, I don't like. So you're going to get the extra Battle Destiny. Wedge is going to cancel it. He did not cancel the immunity. That was a mistake.
That was a big mistake.
Jason did not remember that. I'm sure we'll see the Wedge, or else sure we'll see Tarkin here. Jason did not remember that second Battle Destiny is going to get canceled. So odds are Jared's going to end up losing a guy anyways. Like, there's no way not to. But we do see, okay, it's Decree Virtual. So that doesn't necessarily help him.
There goes Wedge lighting up. Cancels it. So he's got 21-8.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to lose.
He's losing Mara.
Yeah, Jason's losing Mara 100%. It's more a what's Jarad losing here? As Jarad draws a 1 as well. Oh, 20, he's down 12.
Yeah.
Like, do you just wipe the site?
I think.
Gosh, that would feel really bad.
I think you have to. Like, I really do.
And
he's not losing Mara.
That's brutal.
That's
I think Mara moves for free, doesn't she?
Yeah, now she does.
Yeah, so Mara's going to jump off. Mara's going to walk over to the 1-1 for free. Yeah, he's down 13. I think you got to wipe the site. I think you got to lose both pilots and Rogue 4. And I mean, Jarad at this point has just got to say, how do I get you below 11? Yeah. Like, Jared's got to just start burning damage.
Yeah, I moved Mara out, move her over.
Move Mara out, move Mara over.
Pay the upkeep and say...
I can't imagine Jarad can come after her with any...
Well, he's lost Wedge, he's lost Hobby, he's got Luke gone, or Luke's on Hoth, not doing anything at this point.
Like, I think Mara's totally safe. You jump her off, you move her for free.
And then you're draining for essentially 6 next turn, unless Jarad does something
and
drastic.
It's all free.
Yeah. Like, Jared's not doing any damage. He just lost 3 cards.
I mean, I expect what Jared's going to do is drop Haven, drop the Corvette, shuttle Radis up.
Yeah, I might shuttle Luke up too. Just
it depends on what else is in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, or you get the other Rogue One, you get Luke to the North Ridge, and you try something.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you can do at this point is say, all right, I just need to drain.
Okay, so he draws 1 card. He's keeping the...
So he says, I don't need barrier, and I've already spent my grabber.
Yeah.
There's nothing I need to save a force for. Like, even if Echo Base Operations was inclined to throw in a Draw Their Fire, like, you're not overflowing him in space. He's at 18 power and $1 billion in forfeit.
And Jason's probably got Lost in Space in the deck somewhere. Like, we haven't seen
Yeah.
him pull it yet with his fanfare shield, but he's probably got it in there. As
Oh,
we
I'm sure he
see,
does, but I
Jarad
don't think he needs it.
activates and then uses a new secret base.
Which might have been more just he wanted to see what was in there.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got some card that he can pull because
Yeah,
we
he's
haven't
got
seen
a
it
system.
verify.
So
There's
okay.
Tatooine.
Which is a good system to have in there, although I don't see any huge benefit in putting it out.
No.
But Jason's got to be sitting on at least one Star Destroyer now, I'd imagine.
Yep,
so there we see Haven. So the Corvette should cost him, what, 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just... This is why you don't move in front of Hoth. You just say, fine, you can have Hoth.
Yeah.
I'll put out Ultimatum.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Chad is right. Dan is silly. There's the Lightmaker.
Lightmaker, which...
comes down for 2.
Honestly tells me Jarad did not have ships. Like, that's a card you want to use offensively, not a card you want to put down just to be like, well, I got to have something alive here.
Yeah.
That's not good.
He goes into his move phase.
Wow. Yeah, Jarad just missed all his ships. And he also missed his Rogue One, I think, with Commander Luke. So he's shuttling Luke up as well. So if he wants to drain, he's going to be paying for it.
Yeah. And we're going to probably see Jason pull his resistance shield, which...
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Like, there's no
And we haven't seen... Jarad did not grab a Y-Wing yet with Reich. Or no, that's Dodonna, never mind. Riken is Rebels and T-47 move for free. So yeah, the shuttling was free. That's...
Yeah.
Like, I expect we'll see next turn. Jared's drawing a ton of cards,
yeah.
which
and the nice thing is, like, Jason has no cards left, so he could theoretically draw on higher than 14 if he has any cards he wants to put back.
Yeah. Or just, he's going to lose 6 to this drain this turn.
Yeah.
Like, it was apparently all his ships in reserve, which is unfortunate. So... Except the Corvette that he could have done something with that one turn.
Yeah.
So
here we go. Drain of 1 at the Advanced Projects Laboratory. Or Laboratory, if you want to sound fancy.
So I like how we've gone into seen both of these flip and been like, all right, we see one player having a distinct advantage, and the game has not gone
yeah, like
the way either of those we expected to see. Like, I kind of enjoy that in terms of it makes for good TV or good Twitch viewing, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, you got to think one of our viewers is watching on we got big screen TV at this point.
I'd imagine, like, that's what I do if I'm not.
Same.
Well, my wife has to not be home as well, otherwise I don't get to. I don't get to do Star Wars on the big TV if my wife's home.
He stacks Tatooine. We've seen a Rebel leadership, combined fleet action, and Rey all go lost. Tatooine gets stacked. Dash and Rogue 12 goes there. Over to the lost pile from hand.
I mean, I don't hate Dash and Rogue 12 going away. Like, it's...
I don't either, but and there goes Leia's resistance transport. So he had...
I don't like losing ships.
I don't like it.
Like, I don't know what ships he has left, but... I mean, I'd imagine he's just got a whole pile of ships left, but, like, I don't like losing ships.
Jared's already down to 15.
That's your out. And he's got to cause another... I mean...
He's only going to...
Jason's got 29 cards left.
And you got to think, like
he's got to cause 19 damage. And I'm just not sure he can.
There's Governor Price coming out.
Yep. Which is fine. Like, this is just a let Jason go get something to speed things up. I'm...
Yeah. And I like Jason just pulling resistance and passing turn.
don't hate drawing a few. Like, my guess is he's still looking for a little bit of something to be aggressive with.
Like command would be good, just the limit. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
command is a
only
limiter. You've stacked leadership already, so it's not going to go nuts.
yeah. He draws up to
And yeah,
12. Yeah,
Jason draws up to 12. He's still got 22 cards down.
and now
So
you gotta think he's
it's
gonna pull resistance here, like he has to.
yeah. And even if he doesn't, like Jason's still got to. Jared's got to make him lose 24 cards. 25, 26 cards, really.
That it's not going to be hard because of EBOs, like the power that he can do.
It's gonna be hard. The power's cute, but
yeah,
Jason can just ignore the power. He's just causing those drains.
as he plays control tunnel vision to take a card into hand, you got to think like he could have played that last turn to cancel one of those two.
It would have saved him one force, where going and getting the card might actually be more beneficial.
And still,
like I see what you're saying, but I think the difference is one force.
Yeah, the difference is one force, but maybe that one force would like swing the game one way or another. I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah, but at the same time, going and getting that one card you need out of those 13 probably has more utility than one single force.
But again, he does not drain, but he
doesn't want to pay.
Yeah.
Like you're
Profundity.
Plus the profundity for one.
Green leader and Green Squadron 1 coming down for 3.
So adds a Battle Destiny with a Rebel Snub Fighter, so I expect we'll see a Snub Fighter here.
Yep, there's Tycho and Green Squadron 3. We're not going to see any, like, we're not going to see Masania coming down for 1.
Yeah, Jared says, all right, I'm throwing down all my space. Let's go.
Rogue
One on. So I expect we'll see the Corvette move over.
Yeah.
There's combined fleet action, so that reduces Jason's power a little bit. I mean, this was Jared's out. Like, this is his only chance, really.
Yeah, he's going to be up by...
He's going to be up by a few. Yeah, and then...
Scanner text for free. So that's going to
He's drawing 2 Destiny. I don't think he's going to use the scanner text.
Not to draw, no.
Not to draw. And honestly, I don't think there's anyone up there who it affects the forfeit stuff effects. So it's...
No, because Ozzel is up there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's more, he can't cancel or reduce the drain.
Yeah, like I don't hate if Jason. Okay, there's a Bright Hope.
And there's Bright Hope
for 2.
So that's the if Jason plays command to limit, then you get the Bright Hope action instead.
Yeah.
Which is good, and like whatever he.
And this is like you were saying.
I don't know what part of this combo he got with the. He didn't have any immunity anyways. He's fine. He's going to lose a ship.
I don't like taking the card off the art card there. There's no reason to.
It adds another card in Jared's lost pile just in case.
I don't think the lost piles are going to come into play this game.
I don't think they are, but I'd rather do it.
Yeah.
You'd feel super bad if he didn't do it. So we do see the command to limit.
And
we see the grab, which is fine. So he is going to get the Bright Hope. And Jason in chat is talking about a reset with Scanner Text. I actually think Scanner Text is a fine card. Like,
same.
There's
24 to 16. That's and there's the card 5 again.
That's just
hate to
not
see it.
Nice.
Like honestly, I would not have used the Dark Time there. I would have done it for the Bright Hope.
Honestly, I think you're fine either way. Using it there, Garen, I don't. Well, yeah, there's nothing that cancels immunity, so he still keeps his immunity. It doesn't really matter. So Bright Hope subtracts 3 from his total power. It would have been.
So he's down by.
Yeah, it nets out the same. He's down by 8.
Like 1 in Thrawn, and then if you have the loss in space, you just get thrown back.
Yeah, I think that's probably the play. So. Oh, he loses Ozzel.
Restraining Bolt.
And
Tarkin's
some cards he's probably
Orders,
not going to use in hand. All right, that makes sense.
Image from hand. I mean, yeah, Image is. I don't think is going to do anything really this game.
Oh, I would have probably held on to Image because I would expect Rogue One and Luke to come down somewhere, and then you just drop Image and ignore them.
That's true.
Although I don't think there's enough force left for it to be a huge issue.
We're in attack position now. I don't like losing the we're in attack position now because he could have just redeployed that. Got rid of the combined fleet action.
Yeah, but then you give Jarad a 6 with the combined fleet action, which is bad.
And there you called it. Yeah, Rogue One, Luke gets aboard, shuttles down, so now Jared's going to be draining for free.
So why did we put Rogue One, we put Rogue One up there because Echo Base operations at every system location you deploy is -1, so that's why. You got the free move with Riken.
Yeah.
So now it's Jared's only getting drained for 3 here.
Yeah.
So this is...
I mean, Jared's sitting at 15 to 31.
Yeah, he's got to cost him 21 cards still. This is not going to be an easy...
Or not, I'm sorry, not 31, 30 exactly. So...
Yeah. So he's got to cost him 20 cards. Like, it's still not an easy thing, and he's got the 3 damage going through.
Yeah, that's the bigger issue.
Like, that's actually a hard thing right now, is what am I doing?
If Jason has, say, General Veers and a Blizzard 1, if he can go down to just knock
that'd be off, yeah, that'd be filthy if that's what he's got.
Because
thanks for playing, Jared.
Like, he's not going to go he can't use Price this turn because there's no way you're battling into that stack.
Oh no, you're moving over to Lothal, and that's fine. It's
Oh yeah. Like, unless he's got multiple Star Destroyers here, there's no way you can battle.
Well, and that's kind of the other question. Like, if he's suddenly got, like, if he's got a Vengeance and a Pilot, and, now maybe you do go heavy. So there's Enforcement.
Mm-hmm. So, Jarad did lose Tally in the Tally Lintra in Blue 1. He also lost Anakin Skywalker, Padawan Learner, and a Spiral.
Yeah, he lost some cards, but I don't think it's...
Nothing that was too big.
Yeah, nothing he can't afford to lose. Like, and that's sort of the...
And that's the thing, like, Tally and Scanner Text kind of do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, Scanner Text feeds you cards, too.
Yeah.
Like, getting that card in hand can be big. So we're on Jason's deploy phase. Now, we see he gave up the Verify with the Rest Order, so does he have the Destiny to go after Luke? Like, if you're dropping Veers and Blizzard 1 there, you need to make sure you're drawing...
He did put a 6 back from his table onto the use pile last turn.
Yep.
I don't know where it is. I want to say it's one of those 4 cards.
I think it is, and then he drew like a 3 for Battle Destiny that got 3 down with Right Hope. Like, he's got to... He has to look at it and go, if I draw any 2 cards, am I beating Commander Luke's immunity?
So Bill in the chat points out, and with this many ships out / lost, now you can go to Hoth if you have some ships and some forfeit. That's actually not a bad play.
Yeah, I mean, moving Chimera either to Lothal or Hoth wouldn't be a terrible thing. Like,
no, I mean the fact
you're going to lose a guy. Okay, so he's just
getting out of dodge. This tells me he doesn't have anything in his hand. And
yeah,
that's not good.
I don't. If I'm Jarad, I'm very, very happy to see that.
And the other thing is, like, if I'm assuming he's going to pull resistance here. Like,
yeah, he's got to
take 5,
which is okay.
That's okay, but that's still 5 in a deck that you're not retrieving anything.
Yeah, but you're still 15 cards up after that. Like, you take your 5, You make him move to spend most of his force to move and follow you.
Like, the best thing he could have done there was get rid of Luke just so he makes Jarad have to pay to drain.
And I think he realized he couldn't. So he had.
He doesn't pull resistance.
Oh.
Oh, Jason, that's not good. That's going to give him at least damage 7.
And he lost Bureaucrat.
Why would you
hand
lose
instead of
Bureaucrat?
Because you Bureaucrat the Hoth train and just say thanks for playing.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
That was a huge mistake.
That not pulling resistance and then
thought it was the wrong drain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he had Veers. He had Veers in his hand.
He might not, like I said, he didn't have the walker or he looked at his destiny and went, I'm not gonna get there. And
okay,
yeah, so
this might have been
saying,
okay.
Hold on, that
so
was
yeah, he might be saying that he thought he loses the Bureaucrat before taking the damage, and
no, I think he thought he was. I think he thought the drain was at Hoth, where he couldn't then Bureaucrat Kifix, or Kashyyyk, but then you just Bureaucrat Hoth. That's.
No, you're still losing. Like,
why are you? What?
I don't get this from Jason. Like, I understand.
I think
you're frustrated.
So he's asking for a farther revert. I think to put out ultimatum, to put out resistance. Like,
but if you're Jarad, I'm denying it because that's a mental mistake. That is not.
Okay, Jarad's okay.
allowing
yeah,
it,
I mean,
and that's understandable. But I'm sorry, that was a big mistake on Jason's part, and the fact that Jarad is allowing this is a really good testament to Jarad.
Yeah, no, that definitely. Jarad could have absolutely said, especially after he allowed the one revert, like, look, I gave you a revert, you messed up your revert too. Like, no, I'm gonna get my Drain of 4 in.
Yeah.
And that would explain the enter the Bureaucrat being lost. Veers, I gotta imagine he's got a second Veers.
Well, the other thing is, like, he's shown the cards, like, that's information. He should lose those 4 cards that he lost, and he does.
Yeah. Well, those were the 4 he was going to lose either way. I think that's. And the Drain of 1. There went General Navarre.
Yeah. Jared's checking out what his 1 card left is.
If we see a force push combo here, I'm going to be really happy.
You and your I like this. Like, I know we were talking about this like on our team chat recently, but I noticed last night in your game against Nathan that you had a limited resources in your deck.
For match play, I'm a huge fan of limited resources.
Which one do you like better, force push combo or limited resources?
Why not both? Like I love force push combo if you're not running a lot of Jedi.
Yeah.
Where you can force push combo to run your. There, he's going to embark a bunch of guys.
Yeah, you're going to move a lot of people over to Lothal just to stop the stacking of an art card, pulling a card.
Stop the drain in the art.
Like, it does so much getting just in front of Thrawn.
Yeah. No, I like force push combo. There's no reason not to like.
I love that you could stack. You could dock the Masanya into the Profundity. That's just makes me so happy.
3 Starfighter and 1 Corvette. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this. The only thing that kind of bothers me, I know there's an AI for the Profundity. Why is he using it? Like, same with the Green Squad, like the Green Leader in Green Squadron 1. Like, you got to use the AIs.
I'll be entirely honest. I'm so bad at using AIs in GEMP. Like, I don't look at the my card side. I just, what are the cards? I build it and I call it a day.
When Jarad and Batmouse and everybody sends you all those AI packs, just not sending them to you.
No, I use the AI. I use the AI packs in real life all the time.
No, I meant on GEMP. Like, if you get an AI pack on GEMP,
I open them and they make me super happy when I open them because they look amazing. And then I forget to use them because I'm an idiot. So, and yeah, if Jarad doesn't like GEMP foils, that would be part of it as well.
Well, I mean that's fair. I'm not saying like I'm not ragging on Jarad. Like I get not using them.
You're just
But
ragging
the
on
fact
me.
that you open the packs and forget, bad Garrett.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe
accept that.
Jarad should like give them to the less fortunate, like somebody who actually would look at them.
I look at them. I get the amazing dopamine rush of opening them. The graphics are amazing. You've never heard me say anything but how amazing our graphics are and how amazing our graphics team is. And we saw Jason just use the Thrawn pincer just to stack a 6.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
He's going to activate down to 2. He knows he's got Veers. He's got his second Veers. He's got a Walker.
Sure
he's going to go
that?
take down Luke.
Are you sure?
There's no other. That's. I won't say there's no other reason. That's the best reason.
That is the best reason. But are you sure about that?
Wow, I've made a lot of bold predictions this game that have not gone to fruition because weird things keep happening.
Yes.
But I'm going to say that that's the plan.
And then I think you do move the Lightmaker with move
and
over.
I'm completely wrong as Jason activates all but 1.
Well, the thing is, like, you don't necessarily need the 2 Destiny because there's a card. If he's got a leader,
it's a 6. You just drop a dude. Basically, you just drop a dude who can draw Battle Destiny.
Yep.
So we see Jarad
free retrieval,
burn his walk lane and get a card back because that's
how that works.
And that, I mean, at this point, that's what you got to do. It's get your card back.
Yeah.
Get what you can.
Loses Radiant 7 and Rebel Leadership both from hand.
Yep, makes sense. I don't think you're going to get any use out of that leadership.
No.
No one's coming to Hoth.
I don't know. He might. He might. As the Thunder
Why
Flare.
do I even talk? Why? No one's going to Hoth. Oh,
no one's going to Hoth. There's the Vengeance. There's the Thunder Flare.
Jason
Let's go.
Just says, hold my beer and let's go. And Jarad, I'm sure, is, Jarad did a little happy dance earlier. No. Not so much now.
Admiral Radis is on the Carillion Corvette, just like in the movies.
Yeah. So he's getting 1 Destiny because of Haven.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Oh, no, he's getting 2 with Haven because Radis is ability 3. I was thinking he was 2. So he's getting a second one with Haven. There's no leader, so he can't
do anything.
Cancel the non-existent immunity.
Yeah.
He's going to draw the 6 for Destiny, though,
which is
going
to clear the system and then go Haven in the lost pile.
Yeah. And
it's going to cause a point of damage with the Vengeance.
Yep. Yeah, I like the play.
Yeah.
It wasn't the play I expected, but I like it. And the 2 Destiny is probably just going to cost you a Star Destroyer, and you say fine. Yes. So, I mean, it is going to cost you a Star Destroyer. Like,
it's 100%. Unless he cancels and redraws it. If he draws a 1 here, and Jason somehow has the Dark Time for the 3rd time, he does draw a 1. Do we?
Yeah,
see
but he's
going to
get a second Battle
again?
Destiny. Doesn't matter. He's get a second Battle Destiny.
I know. So he does draw. So he draws a 1 and a 2, and Jarad
concedes. Oh. Congratulations to Jason in advancing.
Jason with the comeback in a deck and literally a game that we were like, man, this favors the Echo based operations player.
Jason played it.
Retire?
Jason played it extremely well. There's definitely, we talked about there were some things I didn't like the way Jarad played it. I didn't like he spent an entire turn setting up that battle at Lothal. That, would have been the drain of 2, but he could have done the same thing, putting him at the North Ridge and trying to advance his game state. And I've talked about that, and you and I have talked about that in, games before. If all you're doing is reacting to your opponent, you're not advancing your own game state unless your deck's designed to do that. And Echo-based operations isn't. Yeah. Like, this is not a reactive go to your opponent deck. This is a drop your stuff.
Yeah.
Do your thing and just tell your opponent, look, can you beat my thing?
Yeah. 100%.
Like, I'm not trying to do anything different than exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it and just telling you this is what I'm going to do. And I'll let you, try and play through it. And I think if he'd have done that, And honestly, I think you could have just done just hobby on Rogue 4, saved yourself the 3-force a wedge. That might have allowed him to draw into a couple of those ships he was having trouble finding early.
Yeah.
And get a turn or two earlier to set up Echo Base operations and start pushing damage through. And it also would have potentially slowed down the ultimatum setup, because it would have put Jason on the decision of, do I spread out on the ground and risk something? Do I, what all happens? Like, this was close. I think it was a great game. I think it was a great match. I'm super glad I was, here to help commentate on it. I think the 2:00 game, you're going to have Chris Gogolin hanging out with you.
Chris said he would volunteer and help us with that one.
So, which is awesome. And then I may bump back in for the 9:00 if you
the Johnny Chu versus
Johnny Chu versus David Woods. I mean, that one will be probably be a quick game, because the first game ended pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So David's got to go big or go home here.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night at, I think it's 7 or 8 o'clock, Scott and Jeremy will be playing game 2. So a lot of action over the next 2 days. We still got the GEM-PC going on. We got the OCS going on. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
We don't have any GEM-PC games.
And again, if you're interested, go ahead and check out Jared's video about his 11-minute video on the 2024 Region Hollow Sticker Challenge. That looks like it's going to be kind of fun, so make sure you guys check out that.
And it looks like forums. Timo advanced over impressive. Brad Iyer.
That's impressive.
So I
where did you see that?
In the GEM-PC reporting thread. I went and looked, and the game was no longer going, so I'm like, well.
So let's actually update our bracket. Let's check out and see who's gone into round 3. Joe Olsen, no surprises to anyone, advances.
I was surprised. I thought you had him. I thought we helped you pick a deck. We walked you through. I thought you had him. That was...
So Timo Dussel advances over. He will face Dennis Reinhardt. And then moving on down the line, Ryan Saracen advances as well. And that's all we have currently that have been reported that I know of.
Yeah, I don't think there's a ton.
Ed advances over...
Oh, yeah, Ed advanced.
Let's see where they at.
Where are we at for predictions? Just, I'm curious on the predictions. Oh, Joe Olsen's current prediction is the best.
No surprise.
The top score differential, although I'm only 1 point behind him, and only 1 point behind him on score potential. So I'll take that.
So Joe said,
and there's still some high score potentials as you go down. It's still real close.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. Like, Joe's showing at 118. A lot of good ones. Yeah.
Ooh. I had Jeremy DePaulo advancing.
I think I did too.
So over Ed, that happens.
Yeah. So right now, Justin Miyashiro and Joe had the highest potential. Let's see. Yeah, those are 2 guys who are showing the highest potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of people still live though. There's a lot of...
Yeah, Jeremy, you hurt Garrett, and I want to say...
I took that personally.
Yeah, I also had Jeremy winning too. Jeremy, come on, man.
Jeremy, you hurt the stream team. I'm sad. So we'll see where things go. I've got... So far, my missed picks, other than Jeremy... Jeremy's the only guy who I missed on the... I had him going into the round of 32 and missed so far. I've got still a lot of guys alive there.
Justin Miyashiro beating Ryan Saracen, but...
I love Justin. Justin's a teammate. I did not pick a teammate there. So I had Saracen going over him, although I did pick against Sam Tashima in kind of an upset pick, because I did pick a teammate going the other way. So we'll see how that all Jeremy, how that all works out.
Jeremy, regardless of the GEM-PC, good luck against Scott later today. I hope you are brushed up on your music sheets.
I hope you're ready to face the musicians, but
face the music.
Yep.
So until then, everybody take care. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll see you guys at 2:00. And yeah, enjoy your the rest of the day. Tune in. Make sure you guys tune in too. Good day, everybody.